Yo, what is up, gang? It's Jeff popping on Stock Swinger for another video on AMC and GameStop. Boy, how do we not talk about AMC and GameStop? I got a lot to talk about in this one. I'm mind blown with the amount of this whole movement and thing. It just by the day it gets better and better and better. We'll talk about that in just a second. But here's our boy Winston Churchill. In case anybody missed when Adam Aaron quoted him on this quote here. Let's read it real quick in case you can't read. I can barely read, so bear with me. Now, this is not the end. It is not even the beginning of the end, but it is perhaps the end of the beginning. Double A himself quoted that in his on the damn earnings call. So I thought that was pretty cool, okay? Now, speaking of pretty cool, I spent about 6 hours today just cracking up and digging a little bit more. If you don't follow Kat Stryker over here on Twitter, please do. I think she's in charge of all the flights that are going all over the entire planet. Now we got them in different countries going on. But super cool gal. It looks like she does a lot over here. I'll put her link to her Twitter in the feed there. You guys can follow her. But this killed me today. I absolutely almost fell out of my chair. Look at this. Plane number 2, paid and ready to go. Monday, May 10th at 2 p.m. circling Citadel. Look, she's showing all these screenshots. What a cool thing this is. Showing all the payments, and she's letting everybody know flight plans, and she's showing all this communication with the pilot. I mean, how freaking cool is this, right? So follow her. She's posted a lot of stuff about these flights in here. I just smiled to the moon. Now look at this down here. She's got all sorts of stuff in here, but real quick, you guys, let me get out of this. But I want to show you something too. There was one other one going to Germany or something. LA. Right here. Right here. And Adam Aaron's replying. The whole world's in the Double A himself's replying. You know, you can't believe it if you haven't seen any of his comments. I'm sure a lot of you do follow him over there. But CAO Adam Aaron, an AMC flight has now been funded by Frankfurt, Germany. I'm watching. I mean, it's just awesome, isn't it? I mean, my gosh. So let's pop her in there. Give her a shout out over there. Old Kat Stryker there. So she's doing a hell of a job. Now, as I was searching through that, I donated to this today. I threw in $25 or whatever the heck I donated. But AMC Plain Advertisements has got a GoFundMe page. Look at these donations, you guys. $7,500 raised out of 10,000 goal, right? Now, look at this one here. Somebody threw in 800. Kyle. Oh, Kyle Nguyen. Shout out to you, brother. What a big, nice chunk of change. But of course he had to throw the 801 buck in their donation. Why wouldn't he? For crying out loud. So she's got all this flight plans going and all this. It just puts a smile on my face. This thing is just absolutely insane. So I'll pop it in there, you guys. I thought that was super cool. I got a few other hot topics here I want to talk about as well. This here, top buys, sells as of the close of the bell on Friday. Tesla, AMC number 2, and it kind of gives you a rundown here. Our boys over at GameStop are in there too, but look at this ratio. Let's start with number 1. Tesla, number buy order 7,133, number sell order 7,201. AMC 7,521, sell orders 1978. Look at the comparisons as you go down the list here. Remember, this is Friday. I mean, just absolutely incredible. And then another huge thing too. I did not touch on this last night. I went to the damn casino last night and lost $500. And what killed me is I could have bought 50 more 500 shares. I didn't give a shit about the shoot about the $500. I cared that it was 50 shares of AMC. It just about killed me. It's drove me nuts all day. Anyway, what I looked past was BlackRock. Look at their position now. Previous position 62.11. 21 million shares were bought by BlackRock. I don't even know what to think about that. I mean, I think all along they know something. I know Adam Aaron and the boys they're over at BlackRock are, you know, in cahoots. Not in cahoots, but they're friends or whatever the case is. I know that. But that is a monster stake. BlackRock is the beast of all beasts. You know, they're not doing this for nothing. For them to pick up that many shares on the 7th, and then we got other people coming in here too. I mean, look at this. Everybody's picking up shares. Oh, look at these 5th, 6th, forth. I'm sure you guys can get this on Fintel too, and that's where I do show. If nobody's over there, you can get your shortest in here, short interest in there, filings, ownership, all that stuff in there. Pretty great. But this is a monster deal. Monster. If I would just follow BlackRock, these guys know what they're doing. So, wow. I mean, just amazing. We're going to find out more. Monday, I think, is going to be a monstrous day. Everyone's saying in there, we're sure as hell going to find out here in about 27 hours from the time I'm speaking right now, guys. The market will open back up for pre-market function. This I found pretty interesting too. Let this sink in. I'm not going to say these words because they're bad ones. Holy bleep. If you think about it, this is bleeping dirty. Think of the timing of this. This was around the beginning of the pandemic where everyone was bored as bleep at home and a lot of retail was put money to invest in Robinhood. If Citadel automatic system generated a short share for every share they process, and they have the power to naked short millions of shares or on any company they want. They're bleeping just stealing retail's money. They have to bleeping ban naked short selling ASAP. I think we can all agree on that. And I think once this is all panned out, it's already going in motion right now. But this thing's going to be a long process after this. Let's just say it squoze Monday. It squeezes Monday. There's millionaires everywhere. There's going to be shrapnel from this, and it's going to change a lot of the way that this trading is going on, right? And I got another thing to touch on Robinhood here. Actually, two things in just a second here. But I found this pretty, let that sink in, right? This here, you guys, I didn't. This is a beautiful piece put together over here by Critic Danger on Reddit, okay? I'm sure a lot of people have seen this, but I didn't want to... I thought about not sharing this and going over this. So this is about brokers and getting out of brokers, which ones are bad, which ones are good, because there's a lot of people, and I've had a lot of questions, just people asking me on the comments, should I get out of Robinhood? Is it, are my stocks going to all transfer? We heard about some stocks. They had to find stocks to buy, to transfer. It took a little bit longer, whatever the case is. But I think it's important to do. I by no means, I don't want to freak anybody out that's still in Robinhood, because I could tell I had 6, 7, 8 messages, people asking me that. And then, I don't know. The answer to that is I don't know. But personally, I had Robinhood up until 3 weeks ago. I've actually showed my account with my AMC stock that was in there. I used it more. It wasn't my main one. The main I use is Fidelity. Is 90% of my money is in Fidelity. But then I do have some positions in Webull. I trade options out of Webull, and I think I have 365 shares of AMC in Webull. Okay, so I'm completely out of Robinhood. Now, I was going to leave after this whole thing went down, if it squeezed, and just get out of Robinhood. I use it because of the convenience. We all do. It's pretty cool. If you don't know any better, it's a great little app. But as this unfolds, we all know what these guys are doing. And then I have an article here in a minute. Sorry I'm rambling here, but I have an article I want to show you on Robinhood, how much money these guys have made with Citadel, for crying out loud. So I'm going to post this full thing in here. But real quick, you guys, this guy breaks it down very well. Again, another outstanding piece of DD over on Reddit. He breaks it down into 4 categories: horrible brokers, bad brokers, neutral, and good ones, right? So horrible ones he has in here is Robinhood. We don't need to get into that. We all know why, right? Interactive brokers, USA and Canada, and eToro. Okay, those are under horrible. Bad ones, E-Trade. And he also has you guys linked to proof on why he's saying this. He's not just saying it. Hey, this is so-and-so. The proof's right there. I'll post that in the link, right? Bad ones, Public, Merrill Edge, IG Broker, Trade Republic, Webull. He did put a comment on Webull in here. They'll be moved to neutral once they publicly confirm Apex was sole reason the trades were restricted. Remember when Robinhood did it? Webull did too. But they need to admit this for this guy to put him in the neutral category, right? So that's that. Stake Trading 212, okay? Neutral brokers: Free Trade, M1 Finance, Tastyworks, Stash, TD Ameritrade Canada, Revolt, okay? Good brokers, most of you know it's going to be the big boys. Most Canadian brokers, okay? Most European brokers, and he names them there: Fidelity, Vanguard, Wealthsimple, Schwab, margin requirement increased, You Invest, Capital.com, Wells Fargo, Nordet, and Citibank. So I'll pop this in there if you guys did not see this. Really great. And then you can click on these links and see what the heck else is going on. Okay, so back to Robinhood, you guys. I found this dang thing. This was posted on May 3rd, okay? Robinhood raked in $331 million from clients trading activity during the first quarter. Robinhood collected $331 million in payment to order flow in the first quarter of 2021. According to a recent Securities and Exchange Commission filing. Of these payments, $133 million came from equities trades and $198 million came from options trades. Robinhood is expected to go public on the NASDAQ in the first half of 2020. Oh my gosh, guys, can you imagine? Are they even going to go public now with all of this madness, and it's just getting worse and it's all going to unfold even more? Oh my gosh, I can't. This is like This is a lot of entertainment for me. Maybe I don't have a life or nothing. I know most of you guys like watching this stuff too, but this is pure entertainment at its finest. Okay, so that's that. The millennial favored stock trading app collected $331 million. We know that in the first quarter. Okay, this compares with the $221 million earned from payment to order flow in the fourth quarter of 2020. I think a lot of this had to do with the GameStop, more people, blah, 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 right? And $91 million earned in the first quarter of 2020. So they're killing it over there, these nasty boys. Okay, market makers such as Citadel Securities and Virtue pay e-brokers like Robinhood for the right to execute customer trades. The broker receives a small fee. Okay, sure. Well, it's CNBC reporting this, so I'm sure that's what the data they get, right? And it is a small fee, but it adds up to obviously millions. For the shares that are routed, which can add up to millions when customers trade. Wow. Made $133 million. We went over that. The Silicon Valley startup found itself in the middle of a firestorm in January. We know that with the GameStop, right? Payment for order flow is common practice, but is often criticized for its lack of transparency. That goes against everything Robinhood is doing. I've talked about it. I'm sure most of you guys know. Your account is a margin account over there. You know, you can turn off the sharing, but if you have options turned on, you're still a margin account. If you have Robinhood Gold, you're still a margin account. If you have instant deposit, you're still a margin account. Check your statements, guys, if you haven't seen that out there. It'll say margin account on there. Okay, so yeah, that's that. So absolutely craziness. Look at these assholes. Jeez Louise. This one here, look at this. A stock market crash may be coming. 5 things to do now. I'll pop this in here. This is getting a little long, you guys, for you to read. But I think if, you know, and it is the Motley Fool, take it with a grain of salt, of course. But I think the word's out. I mean, this whole AMC and GameStop thing, this could really just crash the whole market. You know, it's already seen signs of sell-offs and all of that stuff, so who knows what's going to happen. But pretty good little article here. It shows you things, what to prepare for and all that. Obviously, take it with a grain of salt. It is Motley Fool. But they're recognizing a stock market crash. Could be soon, too, you guys. One last thing before we get it out of here. Oh, real quick, and I'll leave you with one thing. Thanks, you guys. Likes, comments, and subscribes. I had 100-something messages today. I went through all of them, replied back to everyone on there. Thank you a ton, seriously. Just like the video, comment if you can, and then consider subscribing, okay? Thank you very much. Look at this. This here, if you guys have not seen this, I'm going to play this only a couple minutes, but if this doesn't get you jacked to the gills, I don't know what the heck does get you jacked to the gills. I almost did a damn backflip again watching this, but just super cool. Give this a listen, you guys. After this, I'm out of here. Get some rest. We got one night of rest, and we got Monday morning firing up. It could be a ripper. So get some rest, you guys. Love you all. Thank you. Stay hydrated. Remember, get some protein in you. Get your vegetables going, your fruits. Okay, maybe a protein shake, granola bar, some nuts, whatever your fancy is. Stay healthy, stay strong, get rested, and we're going to rock and roll.
This is not the end. It is not even the beginning of the end. But it is perhaps the end of the beginning.
Tonight, the SEC says that it is actively monitoring market volatility after certain stocks like GameStop have been soaring, fueled by amateur day traders.
And I am thankful that this committee is examining what happened. I also want to say that I support retail investors' right to invest in what they want, when they want. I support the right of individuals to send a message based on how they invest. As for me, I like the stock.
This is an exciting time for everybody. Even if you're not participating in the markets, it's just interesting to observe things we've never seen before. So,
and we would like to extend a warm welcome to Adam Aaron, the CEO of AMC Entertainment.
Well, Trey, hello to you, hello to your subscribers. You know what you said about this being groundbreaking. My hat's off to you. I'm well aware that you have been talking about AMC a lot over the last few months. And I said something that's very important, and that is that the shareholders of our company are the owners of our company. And chief executives and boards of directors, you may not think of it this way, but we have a boss. And our boss is the collection of our shareholders who own the company. So I actually work for you.
It is simply and utterly astonishing what AMC has accomplished since March of 2020. Astonishing. It should take your breath away. It certainly did mine. There are a lot of smart people on this call, and many of you were certain that AMC would collapse. Why? To use a billiards metaphor, because to succeed, we would have had to run the table about 10 times in a row. We would have had to execute flawlessly on so many different dimensions. But that's the thing here. At AMC, that's precisely what we did.
Let's go. Oh my.
The passion, the energy, the drive, the creativity, the work ethic, the smarts, and the sheer will that AMC displayed in 2020. That is precisely what we're going to display again at AMC in 2021 and again in 2022. No resting on recent laurels here. No taking a year sabbatical. No coasting. No mailing it in. In November of 1942, 2.5 years before World War II ended in Europe, my favorite Winston Churchill said in yet another of his famous speeches, quote, "Now this is not the end. It's not even the beginning of the end, but it is perhaps the end of the beginning." It took him another 2.5 years, but Sir Winston won his Titanic fight. I believe that AMC will win our war too.
You see, we believe that AMC will succeed. That is why we are here today. We also believe that AMC will have its squeeze until that day we are here to stay. We hold as one to fight as one, striving for that day. Until that day, we remain the same, holding until that day.
Hell yeah. I love that. I love this. This is just, that gave me chills. That is outstanding. Okay, guys, love you. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.